friend of ours had ordered a Papa John's delivery pizza for us. And the delivery guy, when he found out that we were a COVID positive house, because we specifically had asked for a no contact delivery, and we kindly had explained why. Now this was towards the end of our illness. He was mad. He sat the pizza on our front lawn and was cussing at us. We heard it out the window about how people like us shouldn't be exposing people like him because he had a pregnant wife at home.
Well, I certainly hope that the church would have been, one of those anchors. How did the church respond, particularly to the results that you told them? Were they more supportive, or did you also have some pushback from them?
The response from the church was pretty positive. That's where a lot of our support came from. We had people cooking meals for us and grocery shopping. Pastor Austin stocked us up on paper towels and toilet paper, good enough to where we literally did not have to buy any toilet paper until about the end of June. And people were always dropping off cleaning supplies and snacks for the kids, and we had a lot of really good natural remedy suggestions from the church, and a lot of them actually were pretty effective, we found, for us. And we had people calling and texting and contributing to our GoFundMe. So the GoFundMe that had been started for us helped a lot with paying for medications and paying bills, because even though you're sick, bills still come in. So that was a huge, huge relief. So I have to say that getting us through the initial triage, I guess is a word we could use, of the illness, the church was very instrumental in that for us. Our church, and I say the church, but I mean our church family. It was a lot of support, and people I could call at 2 a.m. and have called at 2 a.m. just crying. So that helped a lot, because we felt really isolated, and we felt like we had marks. Well, I felt like I had marks on my forehead. People were like, oh, they've had COVID. And I remember making a joke to one of the church members, and I was like, I kind of feel like, that Will Smith movie where everybody gets this virus and everybody is marked. And so I think kind of getting past that stigma, and a lot of our church members were very helpful in educating other people in the church with their fears about that stigma. And I think we were the first ones diagnosed in the church, so it was really new to all of us at the time. And then shortly after that, the church school shut down. And so schooling from home was quite an adjustment, especially for Nixon, because he was very close with Mr. Simpson. And with his autism, the abrupt change in that routine, plus not feeling well, was very stressful for him. And Mr. Simpson was awesome. He would Zoom with him, he would FaceTime, he would drive by the house and wave. Church members helped us organize a drive-by.
Microphone, please. But it is a beautiful Sabbath out there today. Amen. And I appreciate the efforts of our personal ministries, telling a little bit about projects that you can become involved in. I'd like to welcome all of our viewers today. We'll remind you that we are on Facebook and YouTube under Omaha Memorial today. We have a few announcements to share. I'll ask our first elder, Michael, to come out. And Michael, if you'll share with us an announcement that you'd like to make today.
Good morning. Just one quick announcement this morning. I know sometimes you look around our church building and the grounds, and you may see a need for something. I wish we had one of those. I can't never find one. And so maybe you take it upon yourself to donate that to the church. And sometimes that is fantastic. For example, we have had a very short little one-step step stool down in our boiler room for a long time. And I've been meaning to get one that's a little bit taller. And suddenly this week, or maybe last week, one showed up that's like 3 steps. Fantastic. If you brought that, thank you. On the flip side of that coin, I'm going to ask you, if there's something that you would like to donate to the church, please check with a particular department. If you want to donate something to a Sabbath school class, check with that particular Sabbath school class leader. If you want to donate something to the church in general, like something for the boiler room or something like that, please check with myself or maybe Pastor Austin. We have very limited storage in this church, and sometimes people want to bring things, and we just might not have space for them. With that being said, if you brought an air compressor early this year, I'm not sure when it showed up, but in the boiler room there's an air compressor that we honestly have no need for, and it takes up space, and we've got buffers and a lot of things. So if you intended for that to be donated to the church, if you could please contact me. If you brought it here to use it for something and just failed to take it home, if you could come and grab that, that would be fantastic. So again, we appreciate every single way that you may want to help the church, including with items. But please just check with somebody because of our storage problems that we have here and the space requirements that we have. Thanks. Have a happy Sabbath.
Just a few more short announcements. We'd like to remind particularly church officers that today we are the boys and girls that are part of our church to connect with us on Zoom next week. It'll be in the time period of 10 o'clock to 10:30. We will be doing it live from the church here, but we hope that we have a chance to see a lot of the faces of some of the boys and girls that we haven't had for a while. Also, I would like to announce to you that we're going to have a special work day that's coming up on Sunday, November 1. If you can put that down on your calendars, we're going to need some help doing some cleaning here in the church. And we also are going to need some men with some good skills in helping to take apart the old playground system that we have outside on the church grounds. We're going to be making some changes in the future, and in order to do that, we need to take down some of the pieces that we have. And so please think about that Sunday, November 1. If you can help us out, we would greatly appreciate it. It's time now to begin our worship service.
Is there a video for that voice of prophecy for the offering at all?
No, there's not. No. Sometimes they send them, but I didn't see anything on that.
I know, and that's why I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get up when they're supposed to.
Yeah, no.